Good morning to everyone, and greetings from Barbados. Everyone knows it's the island called Paradise or Heaven, and this is where we are this morning at Weston and St. James. Any of you are familiar with the West Coast will obviously be aware that we've had a lot of sand movement down here in the past. We talk about that all the time, so I'm not going to refer to that again today. All I'm going to do is tell you it's going to be a little bit more challenging to get around some of the points because the tide is actually high right now. It is at the highest point. And as you can see, it's going to be a little challenging a little further on, but we are up for the challenge. You know why? Because we are called the EMC. Good morning to all of you all, and welcome to another glorious day in Barbados. For those of you at work, welcome to midweek. For those of you like me, welcome to another day. Have a fantastic day. We're going to have a great walk today. We had a fabulous time on the east yesterday, but we're going to come west, get a nice, calm, relaxing swim. For those people who were down at Merlin Bay recently, well, you're going to enjoy this today for sure. Let's start our morning going from here. We're going to start our walk from the northern end of Weston Beach, and then we're going to work our way down. So let's start that walk off. Beautiful conditions today. The sea is absolutely perfect. Have a look at this, people. Absolutely stunning conditions. Couldn't want much better than that. And check these sands. These are what you got to call beautiful West Coast sands. Absolutely stunning over here this morning. The sky has hardly any cloud, and the cloud that is around is just perfect. Looks so clean and clear that it looks like you can put your fingers up there and pinch it out of the sky right now. Just beautiful. Now, everyone that has come to Weston or past Weston, whether you were looking for it or not, you would have seen John Moore's rum shop. A simple sign on the front. However, for some unknown reason, that sign seems to jump on the middle of the road and do a dance for you every time you pass here. So I know a lot of you will be familiar with John Moore's rum shop. Years ago now, talking about when I was about 20, I remember driving from the South Coast to this rum shop to buy Cannon Stout. Cannon Stout was produced by Banks Products at that time, and this was the last remaining shop that used to offer them. So on a Friday night, myself and some of my friends leave the South Coast, drive all over here just to get a Cannon Stout. So I guess it was also explore West Coast, because we used to always go to all of the discotheques and stuff down here. Remember them quite well. Hippo Disco, that was up by what is now Crystal Cove, and they had many of them on the West Coast. West Coast was action in those days. Down here was like the South now. Very busy. All of the accommodations in Whole Town and stuff, you see all packed. Now there are a lot more villas and Airbnb going on. You would see that we had a new wall just down there, and the distance where we just came from, that plot has been cleared and a new villa is going up there. I'm not sure exactly what it will be. It will be condos or villa or whatever, but based on the 2-foot wall of solid stone that I have surrounding it, it's obviously going to be a place that has quite a bit of money involved in it for sure. The wall itself is incredible. Alright, that's going to be our first challenge here at the point. I've done this a few times on low tide. You would probably have seen some videos up there in Life on the Rock, which is when we were doing the beaches itself, not walking, but just actually doing the beach locations. I do have one, I think, going around there, but I know that's going to be a little bit challenging, but that's not a problem. We're going to take our time today, and we're going to get to our destination, but we're going to enjoy the journey, just as we should do in life, same way. We're going to walk for a little bit and let you all enjoy this with me as I'm walking. Here we go. Manchineel down here smells gorgeous. You can see lots of berries on the ground. Smells divine this morning. I love the West Coast smell. Oh goodness. As you can see, we have quite a little bit of a drop off here this morning again, but where we're going, whether it's a drop off or not, we get in this water today. I agree with all you all. This looks more than tempting. If I didn't know I was going to be jumping in water and I didn't have this camera in my hand, I'd be in there already. Beautiful, beautiful villa here. Absolutely lovely. Many of these are all along the West Coast now. Originally these were all small areas that house small chattel homes, but as you can see, that has changed a lot. All right, here goes our first challenge. See if we can time this here a little bit. Okay, we're going right down into almost knee-deep of water right now. And as I said, low tide you will be able to walk around here. But from the amount of sand that I've seen moved and the amount of rocks that I'm seeing where we're walking, I don't think you'll be able to walk around here at low tide either without getting wet. Pretty sure of that actually. All the top sand is gone. Just seems to be a lot of rock in that area. But we made that one. We made it safely. Alright, years ago, well, not that long ago actually, up to maybe 2 years ago, you could drive across this plot of land here and park and walk on this beach. However, that has been blocked off. I'm not too sure why, if they're planning to build or if they just didn't like all of the access that was being used here. But they have blocked off that now. So the only way to Merlin Bay or anywhere to the south of here is via the area by John Moore's rum shop. Stunning tropical scenery. Have a look at that. Isn't that beautiful with those trees? Just gorgeous. Lots of absolutely stunning scenery on the west coast. Weston Fish Market just down there, as you all would know as well. Also have a fire station located there as well too. Just stunning scenery. Yesterday was a huge day, people. After a couple of folks got in contact me and let me know that they were actually on, we ended up all up in 94. I mean, that's pretty impressive, but it's just the beginning of where we plan to go. As you all can appreciate, things again a little bit more busy for me. So I usually only answer really the live video comments. I do answer the other ones randomly as they come up, but I do read all. Just want to let you know that. I watch all the banter and the teasing and the fun and the care and love that goes on in the morning. But as you can appreciate, I start my drive at 5 o'clock and I usually hit my destination somewhere around 5:30, and then from that time on we are just getting ourselves all psyched up and absorbed by our surroundings. Look at this scenery, people. Check the glow in that water of the morning. Just beautiful. That was a pretty big swell, so let me raise you up. Manchineel trees, it's what saves this coastline. I don't know if this one will survive much longer, but I know that is what helps to hold a lot of the sand on the west coast. We lost a lot of these recently, but still a beautiful coastline. Stunning. All of you that are Arlene Bay fans, that's it in the distance there, as you can see, Royal Pavilion. It's beautiful out here today. Walk is peaceful. So what I'm going to do is I'm really let you enjoy the peace that I've been experiencing all morning when I've been strolling up and down here. So here we go. The glows on the water are just blowing my mind. I mean, they're stunning. I would recommend, if you're doing a lot of walking in the west coast, please bring a pair of good strong beach shoes. As you would have seen going around that point just now, we had to take on a lot of rocks, and we're going to be doing sort of off the beach quite a bit here. Not a lot of it, but definitely a little bit of off the beach now. Let's see if I can do my balancing act here. Let's see, this is what, maybe 6 foot wide. Well, I guess I could do a backflip. Not really. You know, just entertaining myself with wild thoughts at the moment as we're making our way down. Oh, that's a big splash. Manchineels everywhere. Beautiful. Remember, if you do stand on these berries when you're walking and you don't have on shoes, you're going to get blistered. And the likelihood of getting blistered even with beach shoes on is also there as well, because if you have porous soles, you can appreciate the juice could come up between them. So hopefully you won't get any blisters, but I think this is worth the trek for sure, and worth the blistering. Just beautiful coastline. Whew. Now everybody knows, and I keep saying it all the time, so I'm sort of like forming an echo here. I am a South Coast man, but I can appreciate the beauty of this West Coast. And I will tell you, there really is. All the coastlines have their beauty, but if you want swimming, classic conditions, snorkeling, visibility for snorkeling, scuba diving, I would say West Coast for sure. South Coast is great for scuba, but the visibility is not nearly as good as the West Coast. Just so you can see some of the places that are down here on offer, in case you are interested. I know you all sometimes want to venture out into different accommodations. So if I see anything that looks really lovely and I see some contact information on it, I'll certainly let you know. But check these places. Whew. Goodness gracious. Pretty nice, huh? That there must be splendid for an evening sunset. How beautiful. Yep, lots of walking in the water right now because it is a really high tide, and there's a little small surge that's been on it with the high tide that happens, you know, so it's coming up quite a bit. So we just got to be careful going around the points. Don't want to get our apparatus wet. So, it got wet yesterday, let me tell you, but I got a quick wipe down, proper clean up, just to make sure we're ready to go again. I'm gonna let you see some scenery behind me as I'm walking, just so you can enjoy the beautifulness of out here. Stunning, stunning coastline. Woo, beautiful. All right, through a little more water. Again, a lot of rocks here as well, so be careful when you walk through rocks on surges. As you can appreciate, a lot of these rocks are flat and tend to move quite easily with the water. So you really don't want to get hit in your ankles when you're walking through here. So just be careful. It looks calm. It's deceiving where the rocks are concerned because they do move quite a bit. You know, a lot of them are flat rock. As you would notice when you're on the West Coast, you'll have to skip them all the time. So they do move a lot with the water movement. So just be wary. I'm just going to warn you about the little things, or I should say, give you some information on the little things, because they're the important things in life sometimes. You'll find many of these on the West Coast. These are the waterways to the sea. But as you will notice from the angle on this, a lot of water is going to have to come into here before it even gets to the sea. So in the initial stages, you will get a lot of flooding slightly inland of here before that clears. We're going to just wait for the set to go by. I'll let you enjoy the scenery while I do so. Now, for those that were at Merlin Bay recently, hint, hint, I know you're online. Saw you this morning coming in, I think at number 4. But good morning to all of you all, and welcome back home for you. 2 weeks or 3 weeks away, and I'm bringing you right back to your beach again. Beyond here, the beautiful, beautiful Aline Bay. Spectacular. I mean, that is a lovely beach. We did a walk in that a few weeks back. If I'm going West Coast now, we're going to be pretty much covering places that we've been before. But we haven't actually done this walk here in Weston. We did Merlin Bay, but we hadn't actually done this walk. So I thought this morning would be a nice little stroll, just for those people that can't get out today. Take your exercise with me, please. Can't give you much more beautiful scenery than this to stroll with me. So you sit back, you drink whatever your favorite beverage is, and enjoy the day with us. Now, as you all know, or you may not know, we're back in a semi-lockdown. We have a curfew that goes, I think it's from, I think it's 11 p.m. to 5 a.m. I think that is the correct curfew. It may be 9, I can't remember. I'd have to check again. There've been so many in the past that sometimes I can't remember exactly which one we're in. But you see all of this stuff here, warning you again about the Manchineel. Now up here has signs everywhere, really all over the place. You really can't make a mistake about touching this fruit or hanging out in these trees, under these trees when it's raining. And that is really what the biggest problem is here, the raining factor. You know, everybody shades under these trees. They're perfect shade trees. But as you can appreciate, when there is rain, these will turn into some serious nightmares for you if you're not careful. You know, you will get blistered. It's not, you will get blistered if you stand under these when it's raining. Bring back a little memory for some of those that have just left here. You do remember walking up and down here, I am sure. All right, let's get rid of our bag with our little towel, and you know where we're going. Let's get ready for this. Look at the rays that are affecting in the rain. That looks like it could be a rain offshore that's creating that sort of like shadow, but isn't that just beautiful? Stunning, stunning west coast. And check the clouds over there to the north. And the reflections on the water. These are photo ops, but we're not doing photos today. We're doing videos right now. So before I go in the water, I'm going to do two things. I'm going to give you a landside 360, then I'm going to give you a waterside 360. Double the pleasure. Here we go. I see some people ready to bail in this water, so let me sort of like half quench your thirst. Here we go. All right, a big drop off this morning, just to give you an indication of it. Hopefully we can see through it. As you see, it gets dark really quickly, so it goes into a nice drop off. It's not as big as we've seen actually. Let me not exaggerate on it. Let's see when it go down. I would say maybe 1.5 feet to 2 feet, but then it goes off into little troughs again beyond that. So it does have a few more little drop-offs, and the sand is a little uneven here, a lot of pits and valleys in it. So just letting you know, a lot of movement on the west coast of sand, which is a good thing. Hopefully we'll be coming back in. All right, and we're going to do our silent 360 from now. Here we go. Just stunning. The morning reflections, that is what I just love. Reflections as in our gratitudes, etc., but also the reflections on the water. You know, you really would not see these in the bright sunlight day. You know, a lot of these would disappear. There would be new ones, but obviously as it goes overhead, you wouldn't get the reflections of the sea, the trees on the sea. You wouldn't get any of these reflections, and this is what makes down here look so gorgeous to me. Just stunning, stunning waters. I can't thank myself enough for coming here today. So, as you all can appreciate, I am actually in heaven right now. I am here having a lovely little dip. And you see, I obviously can't go too much deeper because of the stuff I have in my hand, but I am giving you as close to the water as possible. And I'd like to let you know that I really am enjoying your company today. You know, every day when I walk with you all, it's a privilege to have you all with me. I don't just assume that you're going to be online. When I see you online, I'm really happy. And then when I can see your comments and your pleasure from our walks and stuff, that makes me even happier. Because that's what I'm supposed to be doing here. I'm supposed to be bringing you happiness and peace and joy and love and hope. And if I can bring that to you, that's what God is asking me to do. So once again, I'm just going to show you some more of the stuff here. Well, we have a brand new day, everyone. So we're going to go through it anyhow. We know that we're supposed to do the absolute best that we can. But then again, we know we're not perfect, and we know we will not have a perfect day. So all we can do is do the best that we can. Only God is perfect, so He's expecting you to make mistakes, but He's also expecting you to learn from them. So any mistakes you made today or you made yesterday, see if you can rectify them today, and just go into the day offering peace and love to everyone around you. And that is the most important thing. God wants us to love everyone. Love thy neighbor. You know, that is what he says, and therefore it means everyone. Whether those people you think in your past time when you used to judge, because nowadays we don't judge anyone, remember that. Whether you think they're worth loving or whether you think they're living the right kind of life, that is not for you to decide. That is for God to decide. The only thing that you are to decide is if you follow God, one, which I would hope all of you are in one form or another, and to love everyone around you and don't judge. That would also mean in a way yourself. Don't chastise yourself today if anything that you may do that seems wrong. Remember, at the time we do things that we believe are the right thing to do at that time, the circumstances and the conditions make that decision for us sometimes. And sometimes we will make the wrong ones. But that is how human beings are. That is what God wants us to do, is for us to make the mistakes and learn from them. If today we make one, we learn from it. I'm not expecting you to be perfect. And remember, He will always forgive you. That is it. He is going to forgive you and He will always love you. And therefore, the only problem is for you to forgive yourself. Because some of us hold on to things and some of us blame ourselves for everything. And that is really not what God intends for us at all. Okay, so just go forward today doing the best you can. That is all God asks of us, you know. Do the best that we can. He knows what we're going to do before we do it. So you would know that He understands everything that's going on. And He is a forgiving God and a loving God. You know, it's a beautiful place, people. West Coast, Merlin Bay again. For my family that brought me to dinner here, I thank you again. Well, not brought me, invited me to dinner here because they were staying here. Thank you again for that. You know, I will never forget the way you treated me and the way that I felt when I'm around you, because you are my family now. And everyone else is my family as well. But hopefully I'll have the opportunity to spend some time with you all when you come to Barbados. And I'm going to try and do my best. As you all can appreciate, things are a little bit busy now. But I'm going to continue to strive to do the best that I can for you, to bring you the best sceneries that I can possibly bring you. And hopefully when my angel returns here, I will be able to have her assist me with a lot of this here, and that's the intention. The intention is to go forward with her, so you will also go forward with her to do some videos as well. So you will also be able to understand and appreciate what it's like for someone that's not actually born here, but is living here on the rock. For all of you that are here in Barbados, have a blessed day. I hope you have a fantastic time. Make the best of today. Don't lose a second. Don't waste time just thinking of things that may be pulling you back or depressing you. You know, feel your depression, feel your sadness, and move on. To those that have lost some dear loved ones recently, I read a message this morning on Facebook, not calling names. I'd just like to let you know that my condolences go out to you, and that I know that your father is in the place that he is supposed to be, and that's with God sitting at his side. And He will look down on us, and He will smile every day when He sees how you're striving to be happy. Have a fantastic day, everyone. I love you all. Greetings from Barbados. You take your care today. Be safe. And remember, live and love life to the maximum. See you all later.